Okay, so what you see before you are my top baits for 2021. Most of the bass season was spent actually not fishing, as many of you are aware. I took some time off of YouTube and fishing to work, but the time that I did spend fishing, these were primarily the baits that I use. So I'm going to start with my fifth favorite bait and then work down to my first favorite bait. Surprisingly, the Senko, the Wacky Rig, is not actually on this list. For those who know me, that might come as a bit of a surprise. Let's get started with what I would say is my fifth favorite bait. Not to say this is a bad bait, it's just out of all the baits that I fished with this summer, this is probably the one that I was going to pick last. And that is this little guy right here. This is a little Yo-Zuri kind of medium diving crankbait. I don't know what it is about this bait, but I find myself catching a ton of really nice fish on this crankbait, especially in July when that water was really freaking warm and the fish tend to be a little more finicky, a little more lockjaw just because of the heat. It does have rattles in it. It's a pretty small crankbait, but I still ended up catching quite a few quality bass on this crankbait. So yeah, that's my fifth favorite bait of this season, which is this Yo-Zuri BBZ1, or whatever this crankbait is. I don't know the technical name of it, but I'll put it up on screen right now. Okay, coming in at number 4 is this guy right here. So these have been kind of blowing up on the market within the past couple of years. They are the Guggen Baits, Guggen Squad Bandito Bug. Specifically in these two colors right here, I honestly couldn't choose between the two colors. And so these are the two colors that I picked. This is, what is this color? This is Okeechobee Craw. So as you can see, it's got green pumpkin on one side, kind of blue sapphire on another. And then Summer Craw, which has a lighter green and more of a natural green pumpkin color on the top. Both of these baits were absolute killers for me this year when it came to the largemouth side of things, and I did catch quite a few smallies on them as well. As you all know, they have quite a few appendages on them that help displace the water, and they also have that slaunch sauce scent that has made Guggen baits so incredibly popular. Usually I would fish these on a Texas rig. Occasionally you would find me throwing these on a jig, but it didn't exactly matter because in terms of largemouth, these were probably my favorite soft plastic of the season, without a doubt. Moving on to number 3, I got these little guys right here. These are both small Nano Finesse jigs. The color doesn't exactly matter to me as much as some of the soft plastics, but just little jigs like this size really did kill it for me, especially early on in the season in May. I didn't include the trailer in there, but along with these, I would usually end up throwing on a like a 3-inch Strike King Baby Menace grub, something that had enough flappage on the back of it. But it was also subtle enough to kind of get some finicky smallmouth to come up from the bottom and take a bite at him. So yeah, that's my third bait, little kind of finesse nano jigs. My second favorite bait is this guy right here. So going back to the largemouth side of things, this bait right here was without a doubt what got me the most and biggest fish of the season. This is a Terminator Baits double willow leaf blade spinnerbait, half ounce, and bluegill color. Specifically this bait right here. This is the exact bait that I would use 90% of the time when I went largemouth fishing, and it did incredibly well, especially paired up with a full-size Strike King Menace grub. Instead of, usually you have the flappers kind of horizontal, but with this bait I like to have the flappers vertical, so it kind of looks like a bluegill or any other little bait fish kind of swimming through the water. I kind of got locked onto this spinnerbait last fall. I have a couple of videos of me fishing at a farm pond with this bait and absolutely smacking them. So as you can imagine, this bait without a doubt deserves a spot on the list as my number 2 pick. And then, of course, for those of you who have watched the few videos that I posted this season, you're not really surprised by my number 1 pick. That is going to be the drop shot, and specifically these two baits right here. So this is the Strike King KVD Dream Shot. This is probably my preferred drop shot bait, although these little guys right here, these Roboworms, are a close runner-up. Both of these baits, I mean, produce just an outrageous amount of fish for me this fall. The Strike King KVD Dream Shot is without a doubt my favorite, specifically in the color KVD Magic. So if you take a good look at it, it's got kind of a light fluorescent kind of green watermelon color and then a pearl belly on top. Mimics those little bait fish extremely well. This bait was the ticket for me. I had never left my house without a drop shot tied on, especially with this worm on it. And then, like I said, the close runner-up was the Roboworm Fat Straight Tail, usually in kind of like an oxblood red color. That's kind of the staple for Roboworm. This paired up with this were the ultimate fish catchers. And then let me grab them for you too real quick. So this year, I tried dabbling with these drop shot hooks for the first time. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with them. I loved them a lot. These are the VMC spin shot hooks. So as you can see, the hook is built directly into a swivel. This swivel would mean that the hook could rotate a full 360 degrees if current got bad. If I wanted to reel up from a bad cast, this hook would again swivel around so that it wouldn't, you know, cause twists and tangles and everything. It was just this hook combined with these two worms was really crucial. I'm kind of surprised that I hadn't gotten really into drop shot fishing until recently, but now that I am into it, I absolutely love doing it. It's just so much fun. It's very chill. Doesn't wear you out. And then not to mention just it catches so many freaking fish. So yeah, just to recap, 5th favorite bait, this little guy, the Yozuri Crank. 4th favorite baits, the Bandito Bugs in Okeechobee Craw and Summer Craw. 3rd favorite bait, Nano Jigs. 2nd favorite bait, the Double Willow Leaf Blade Bluegill Spinnerbait Terminator Spinnerbait. And first, #1 pick, the drop shot. Well, that light is bright. So yeah, I just felt like I owed it to you guys to kind of make this video, seeing as how I haven't been producing as many videos in the past. Right now, it's late October. Unfortunately, the bass fishing season is really going to start to take a steep drop down into the bad come November, and we're getting a ton of rain right now. But I am going salmon fishing this weekend, so stay tuned for that. And then, as with last year, we are going to be doing quite a bit of sturgeon fishing. Super excited for that. So definitely stay tuned for those videos. And if you guys want me to film any other videos, please let me know in the comments below what kind of videos you want to see. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know a lot of people like watching these tackle videos. This one was especially unique for me because it was important for me to kind of show you guys what baits I was fishing when you didn't get to see them actually in action on camera. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below for more fishing and outdoor content, and I will catch you all on the next fishing adventure. I'm out.